I attended the office party only because my wife insisted. I didn't really fit in with her coworkers, and I usually stayed quiet, smiling politely while everyone else laughed and drank. That night felt no different at first. Just another event I wanted to end quickly so we could go home. As the evening went on, I noticed my wife was unusually distant. She barely spoke to me and kept disappearing into small groups, lowering her voice whenever I came near. I told myself I was imagining things, that work stress was probably getting to her. Near the bar, a man I recognized from her department approached me. He glanced around nervously before asking if we could talk somewhere private. His serious tone made my stomach tighten, but I followed him anyway. He led me to a quiet hallway and took a deep breath. And he said something that made my heart drop. He told me my wife had been involved in something at work that I didn't know about, something that went far beyond long hours and late meetings. At first, I didn't believe him. I laughed awkwardly and told him he must be mistaken. My wife and I had our problems, sure, but I trusted her. Or at least I thought I did. He didn't argue. Instead, he showed me messages on his phone, screenshots of conversations, plans, and words that clearly weren't innocent. My chest felt tight as I read them, each line hitting harder than the last. I felt angry, embarrassed, and strangely numb all at once. I wanted to confront her immediately to demand answers, but my legs felt weak. The coworker waited patiently, letting the truth sink in. Then he surprised me again. He told me he hadn't shown me this to cause pain. He said the situation at work was messy and that my wife wasn't the only one involved. There were risks, and things were about to explode. He made me an offer. If I stayed quiet for now and helped him expose the larger issue properly, he would make sure I wasn't left out in the cold. There was legal protection, financial compensation, and a clean exit if I wanted it. I didn't answer right away. My mind raced with thoughts of my marriage, our memories, and everything I thought my life was built on. The idea that it could all change in one night was terrifying. When I looked across the room and saw my wife laughing, unaware of what I now knew, something inside me shifted. I realized I had been holding on to an image of her, not the reality. I agreed to the offer, not out of revenge, but out of self-respect. I deserved the truth, and I deserved a future that wasn't built on lies. Saying yes felt like stepping off a cliff, but also like finally breathing. Over the next few weeks, everything unraveled quickly. Investigations started, secrets came out, and the life I knew quietly fell apart. My wife tried to explain, to justify, but the trust was already gone. The separation was painful, but it was also clear. For the first time in years, I wasn't doubting myself or ignoring my instincts. I was facing the truth no matter how uncomfortable it was. Looking back, I still remember that moment in the hallway. One conversation changed everything. It wasn't the offer that I couldn't refuse. It was the chance to choose myself for the first time.